We are Pia
and Cullen Baird Smith.
bringing wisdom from the stars through our Pleiadian friends, Laarkmaa. Hello, dear ones. We are Laarkmaa, and we are here to support you on your evolutionary journey. And what a journey you are on! You are in the middle of tremendous changes. Remember, we have always told you that this is a planet of choice, and using the energy of choosing, which is prevalent today as we mention this, we want you to know that many of the choices that come your way do not feel like you have any choice at all. We understand how you are feeling because things are happening that you did not choose, but you are part of the choices that the planet herself is making because you, the human community, are the neurological system of Earth. Earth is choosing to move beyond some of the old ways of presenting nature, presenting changes, presenting seasons, interacting with the galaxy. Earth is moving into a higher level form as she ascends into a lighter and lighter form herself. So therefore, you are having more volcanic activity, particularly under your oceans. You are having volcanic activity now. And when the volcanoes under your oceans begin, it changes the temperature of the ocean water, and the earth itself begins to have more earthquakes. So there are many, many earth changes that are happening now. While we do not wish you to be afraid of these changes, we wish to understand that they are on purpose, that the earth is realigning with a different axis point, a different aim of rotation around the speed of the sun, around the earth's own rotation. All of these things are changing because the earth herself is accelerating on her ascension journey. Now that impacts you because you are part of the earth. As we said, you are the neurological system of earth. So you may be feeling dizzy because the earth is speeding up, out of balance because the Schumann resonance is higher than it's been in quite some time, feeling the intensity of the heat as the KP index goes really high because there are more solar flares, more cosmic rays coming in. All of these things are impacting the environment of your experience here on your planet. Remember, we have told you that the ascension process moves you from a denser carbon-based form into a lighter, more light-filled crystalline form. And so your carbon-based forms do not know what to do with all of the light that is pouring in from the sun, from the cosmic rays, and the increased speed of revolution as the Earth rotates more quickly on her axis, and the increased Schumann resonance, which changes how you think, how you feel, and how you perceive in consciousness. All of these changes are happening within you. Now, some may say, what is happening to me? But that's not really happening to you. It's happening within you. You are changing. The earth herself is changing. These are things that are important to understand, or as we like to say, understand, from your own heart as your body accepts and adapts new energies to become the new human that you are becoming. We encourage you to use the energy of choice, to choose attitudes to reflect curiosity, trust, kindness to yourself, nurturance to your physical form, kindness to others. Make choices in this variety of choosing for everything that is coming your way. For while we know you are not specifically choosing for the earth to spin more quickly, or for the Schumann resonance to go so high, or for the cosmic rays to come in so quickly that you feel dizzy and hot, we understand these are not conscious choices you are making. But you have made the conscious choice to be on the path of ascension, and that means adapting to and accepting what's happening to you at a mental level, an emotional level, and a physical level. All of these things are things that you are moving through and adapting to and choosing to accept as you accommodate what comes towards you, adjust to what comes towards you, and choose to join the flow of energies as your accelerated evolution proceeds. Your planet has many, many changes to go through yet, and they are going to increase intensity for the rest of this year. So that does not mean you will experience the same level of discomfort and suffering that you have felt previously, but it does mean you need to be open and aware to an accelerated path that will involve quite a bit of change. You will find yourself, as your consciousness expands, thinking more quickly. In fact, sometimes you will find that you arrive at an answer before you've even heard the question. You will find yourself understanding how things fit together more clearly, more quickly. You will find yourself intuiting things that may seem illogical, but you know in your heart they feel right. All of these things are indicators of your progressed evolution and the speed at which it is happening within you. You are very precious to all beings of light throughout the universe. You are moving on an evolutionary path that has never been approached or experienced at this level of change before. Humanity has never had the opportunity and these challenges that create the opportunity occurring as you make an evolutionary leap. So you are pioneers. You are on the frontier of a greater consciousness and a greater sense of being the future humans than you have ever experienced before. This is a wonderful, wonderful journey that you are on. We do recognize that it is uncomfortable. We also recognize that you do not always understand what is happening. But know that you are moving exactly as you need to. Pay attention to the changes happening on the earth, for you will feel them in your body. You may have backaches, headaches. You may be experiencing digestive distress. You may be dizzy quite often or feel like you're going to fall. You may have interrupted sleep patterns. All of these things are taking you out of your standard routine and what you are comfortable with and have been accustomed to all of your life into becoming more waveform, more fluid, more light in who you are. These are things that you will move through moment by moment in a way that you accept what is happening, become curious about how it's going to manifest, and then just send light into the process. So be the light that you are. Send the light out from your heart into the planet herself as she makes these momentous changes into all beings and all life on the planet. And continue, please, to make choices from your heart, remembering the principles we have shared with you for so long. In Lakesh, I am another yourself. You are each other. Even though you make separate and individual choices, you are part of the same divine spark of light. Even though some of you have chosen to evolve more quickly and are experiencing more pressure in this evolutionary process, while others have chosen a slower path and will go in the great split to another place to finish their karmic paths and lessons, even so, you are one. In Lakesh, you will be joined together at some point in the future as you perceive it from your basis of time. So remember in Lakesh, I am another yourself. And also remember that also means you are one with the animals, you are one with the rocks, you are one with the plants, and you are one with the planet herself. Therefore, you will feel her birth pains. You must be calm and breathe through them like a mother in labor, breathing through to bring forth what is being born. This is how we ask you to feel and think about what is happening. Do not focus so much upon the old structures of what is and what will be, but focus upon the breathing and the trust and the process of the birthing, what is going to be you in the future. The other principle we ask you to remember at your highest frequency is ahimsa, and that is the principle of do no harm. First of all, do no harm to each other. Do no harm to yourself. Get rid of all thoughts that you are unimportant, unpowerful, not making a difference, unworthy, unloved, abandoned, All thoughts that make you feel this way at moments that you feel you are not in grace and flow, rid yourself of those thoughts and do no harm to your evolutionary process, because you are getting rid of those thoughts and the harm will not be there. Also, consider ahimsa when you are reaching out to one another. There are those that you see who are experiencing signs of mental illness, imbalance, inability to think or function. Remember ahimsa and extend kindness and compassion, for they are on their journey at their own chosen speed. Ahimsa applies to the plants. Remember the plant kingdom and be kind to them, for they have consciousness also. Remember the rock kingdom and the crystals. Ask their permission before you use them, for they deserve ahimsa also, not to be treated as servants to you. Remember the animal kingdom and strive your best to move to a plant-based diet where the plants give you all of their gifts rather than participating in the taking of life in order to have animals be part of your food. Remember that this is part of ahimsa. Remember country from country to have compassion for one another, even when governments make very low vibratory choices. Remember the peoples of those countries do not understand what is happening and most likely do not wish for their governments or choosing. So practice ahimsa with other peoples of other countries as well. All of this is about the two principles we have given you for so long, Enlakesh and ahimsa. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to everyone else. Trust this process that you are in. Remember in ahimsa to do no harm to yourself or anyone else. And trust that you are part of the earth and part of everything that is changing in this time of evolution. It is a magical, wonderful time full of opportunity and full of moving forward into a better and higher frequency vibratory state. This is the path that you have chosen to be on. We love you. Good always.
Check out our books, card deck, calendars, and articles at laarkmaa.com. That's LAARKMAA.com.